Hello again, this is Asian with Jeep, and welcome to the 38th episode of Black Ops 4 Weapon Guide. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the AN-94. Another reserve exclusive weapon, the AN-94 was first featured in Black Ops 2, and as a black market weapon in Black Ops 3. In multiplayer, the AN-94 is a low damage assault rifle. Up close to medium range, you need 5 shots to kill anywhere to the body. And from medium to long distance, you need 6 shots. Headshot damage sees no significant improvement to the AN-94. However, there is one exception to this. High caliber will make the AN-94 a 4-shot kill to the head out to any distance, due to a slightly higher multiplier than other assault rifles, of 1.4 times instead of the usual 1.3. Velocity is moderate and same with a penetration power, though the low damage of the AN-94 will require many extra shots to kill against anyone behind soft covers. Recoil is low, at least for the first 2 rounds fired, but when firing continuously, the AN's moderate recoil can easily throw off your aim as the weapon will kick in a counterclockwise pattern, similar to the Peacekeeper. Firing in 2-round bursts manually can be effective at longer distance in order to take an advantage of the faster fire rate and greater precision. And the AN also has a low amount of idle sway. Aim time is faster than the assault rifle's default at 300 milliseconds, like the Peacekeeper, instead of the usual 330. For mobility, you move at 95% of the base movement speed, like most other ARs. The rate of fire of the AN is unusual, as the first 2 rounds are fired at a faster rate of 900 rounds per minute, and the remainder will fire at around 540 rounds per minute, similarly close to the KN-57s, but slightly slower. Despite low damage, the AN-94's time to kill is fast if you can make your first 2 rounds count, but if you miss, the time to kill will lag behind, and will usually buy the enemy enough time to finish you off. Hipfire spread is moderate, standard for its class, but you want to aim with the AN-94 for most of the time to make your shots count for the shortest time to kill possible. The magazine side is standard at 35 rounds, and the hybrid mag will give you 10 extra rounds per mag. Reload time is on a slower end at 2.42 seconds for a tactical reload, and the hybrid mag will decrease this to 1.55 seconds. The AN-94 is an interesting weapon with its faster fire rate for the first 2 rounds. Unfortunately, low damage and inconsistent output can make this rifle difficult to use aggressively. So, the AN-94 is more effective as a mid-range weapon with slower playstyle that will buy you enough time to line up your shots in order to take an advantage of the faster initial fire rate. The AN's high caliber damage boost is the best selling point here, and our class loadout will surround the AN-94 with arsenals that will assist our survivability and resistivity. The iron sights are somewhat large, and the rear square sights can make it difficult to track any moving target. The reflex sight is a good alternative that will give us a reticle with a clear sight picture and 1.35 times magnification. For the non-optical attachments, select high caliber, hybrid mag, and stock via the primary gunfighter wildcard. High caliber increases the headshot multiplier that will only require 4 shots to kill to the head, something that the AN-94 so desperately needs, given its low damage. Hybrid mag comes with 2 benefits, with 45 rounds per magazine and faster reload speed. Having a greater capacity means that you can slay at least 1 more opponent before you need to reload, and the shorter downtime is also welcome, as we can get back in a fight quicker. Stock increases the movement speed while aiming down the sights, useful in order to keep our momentum forward while being prepared to fire at any moment's notice. The faster strafing speed can also help to avoid the enemy's gunfire or move side to side to confuse them while shooting. If stock is not your thing, then quick draw attachment is a good substitution. which will decrease the aim time of the AN-94 to 250 milliseconds instead of the 300. For the secondary, any machine pistols, such as the RK-7 Garrison or Cap-45, will outperform the AN-94 up close. Switch to it if the enemy is pushing too close. For the gear, choose the stem shot for a faster heal and recovery of our health. While our class setup is on a slower end, there will be times where the AN-94 can be slow to kill, especially when engaging the second enemy after the first, and they tend to stay close to each other. Having a full health will buy you enough time to stay alive longer for the weapon to finish off the enemy. The final 2 points will be spent on perks. First up is Flak Jacket from the first tier, which will protect us from explosive, fire, and radiation, with faster recovery when wounded. With extra protection, we can stay alive longer when the enemy are relying on these equipments in order to get an easy kill. The second perk is Cold-Blooded from the second tier, which will delay a targeting system of the AI score streaks and Hawk drone. Remove a highlight or red square from the controller score streaks. Immune to the thermal and VIR, and reduce range detection against the K9 and Seeker drone. All of these features will buy us more time to stay at our desired location. When the enemy score streaks are in the air, we will have more time to flee to cover than those without this perk. This class is designed for survival, giving us enough time to engage with the enhanced AN-94 to compensate for its inconsistent performance. You want to make your first 2 rounds count, and as well as aiming for the head to cut down the time to kill, as you only need at least 4 shots with the high caliber attachment. Keep your engagements within medium distances, and the AN-94 will be easy to use. One thing you need to keep in mind is when engaging multiple enemies, as the slower fire rate can prolong the gunfight between you and the second enemy. A good practice here is not to fire continuously against the second one, and instead reset your burst by stop and start firing again to gain the faster initial fire rate in order to cut down the time to kill to minimum. Overall, the AN-94 is a unique assault rifle that has the faster fire rate for the first 2 rounds, and standard characteristics for its class. The AN-94 in Black Ops 4, however, lacks a true identity, as it is struggled to compete against its rivals due to low damage and slow overall fire rate. The KN-57 is a 4-shot kill up close with consistent fire rate, and the Graf retains its high damage and accuracy at long distance, where the AN's randomized recoil pattern will cause you to lose the target easily under an automatic fire. Despite the identity crisis, the high caliber attachment is a key factor that can make the AN-94 emerges from the bottom, with 4 shots to kill to the head at any distance, coupled with a faster fire rate for the first 2 rounds that can be fired manually at longer distance to preserve its accuracy. While it may not perform like it used to in Black Ops 2, the AN-94 is still a fine assault rifle to use for those who are confident in their accuracy. And that wraps up for the AN-94 weapon guide. This is Asian with Jeep, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.